you talk about your experience preparing for the Life in the UK test and using the video course?
Of course. I spent the last 10 years of my life in the UK, and I have been immersed in the culture, and I love how the British think and feel and are proud of their heritage. But there was never really a structured way of me to actually learn what happens. I mean, I knew everyone eats pancakes during just before Easter, and I also knew everyone is really happy because something happened at the Battle of Hastings. But just reading it, it's not the same as if you have a video of someone explaining to you and walking through of what happens and why. And I think just the Life in the UK test, the videos were very helpful because they were structured in very concise and useful ways. And just having them labeled with episodes, I was always able to track and go back of what I needed to know and didn't need to know. And all the helpful comments on the bottom were always good hints of where to of what you really need to know and what you can skim over and basically understand about what you need to know for the test.
Oh, that's great to hear. And what was your experience actually, you know, taking the test, and were there any particular areas that you found challenging?
The test itself was not hard in terms of any question that had to do about the UK right now, so about cultural affairs or politics or anything that what constitutes the UK, for example, geography. What I found hard was history and remembering what happened when, because as you understand, as an EU citizen, I also have to know the history of my own country, and that just adds on the stuff you need to know. So having gone through the lessons and having this explained to me and getting faces to the dates, that was very helpful, especially because the book didn't have that. The book was just going through the dates roughly, but the videos were narrating the history of what happened, and then you got images showing up, so you could relate moments in history through those pictures. And I did that a lot, especially I remember distinctly with the picture that was shown when the video was describing about the Danish king Canute. So that, I mean, I don't think I would have remembered that otherwise. And in the book, it's literally just one sentence in the entire book that came up in my exam.
So you'd recommend the video course, would you, for
I would highly recommend it. Yes, I think if you're not a person that likes to read and you're a visual learner like I am, then it's very highly recommended. And again, you can always get the narrated version of the book, but they're not the same. It's not. It feels too mechanical. Too. I don't know how to best describe it. But I was very happy with the overall process, and I took a weekend that I hadn't planned anything else to do, and followed all those videos and passed the test on Monday. So I was very pleased with the result, and with full marks, I should add, even though they don't tell you, but I knew it was full marks because I had no doubts on the result whatsoever on the questions.
That's great. Yeah, that's great to hear. Well, yeah, congratulations on that, and and thanks so much for your time.